Well, I eventually got round to doing it. I took an afternoon off and I got my coloured pencils out and spent a lovely couple of hours catching up with a project that had been waiting for me since Advent 2018. Back then, as an antidote to the busyness of the Christmas run-in, we gave everyone at church a wonderful picture to colour in. It contained within it many of the Advent and Christmas themes and stories, and the invitation was to reflect on the story as we coloured, so building in some time to prepare our hearts and spirits for Christmas. Now, I don't do craft, but I promised that even I would have a go. And I didn't. But yesterday I did, and I enjoyed the experience. 16 months later it took. It was, I guess, a slightly dislocated process for me, if I'm honest, because I was colouring an Advent picture on the first day of Holy Week. We had just marked Palm Sunday worship, and here I was colouring in the Incarnation. The colouring was therapeutic, but the spiritual reflection that elbowed its way in surprised me. The Advent picture, you see, included some amazing words usually associated with Advent and Christmas, and lifting them out of the context in which we usually find them was a profoundly powerful experience. First, from the prophet Isaiah, the people walking in darkness have seen a great light, and on those living in a land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. In the depths of winter, I guess, those words often speak into physical darkness, the light of Christ dispelling the shade. But it's springtime now, the days are bright, and just now there is a different kind of darkness in our world. A darkness spread through sickness. For some, a darkness deepened by isolation. For others, a darkness of working in an environment which spreads fear and concern and anxiety. A darkness that demands vital decisions made every day. A darkness that for some is already challenging fragile mental health. A deep darkness of loss, and a particular kind of darkness that comes when we cannot be with loved ones when we know they need us most. On those living in the land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. What does it mean for us today that the light of Christ dawns in that deep darkness of experience and emotion and uncertainty and fear? Where is the light of Christ seen today to be dispelling darkness and shining hope? How does that work? And then my colouring directed me towards those remarkable words from the prologue to John's Gospel. You know them. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. Jesus Christ, God made man. Again, detach those words from the Christmas tree and the gifts and the coloured lights with which they're normally associated, and set them in this virus-ridden world of sickness and death and uncertainty. What extraordinary, completely unromantic power they have. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. He moved into the neighbourhood. God made his home here, in our world, in all its mess. Such was God's love for the world and for the people within it that he broke into time and space and became forever intertwined with our world in its brokenness and its sickness. Last Thursday in our Resume online fellowship group, we were exploring the question, who is God? And we determined if we really wanted to understand who God is, then we needed to actually ask a different question. We needed to ask the question, where is God? Because when we answer that question, the question, where is God, then we begin to understand the kind of God we have and can crawl towards a response to the who is God question. So where is God? God is in the deep darkness, shining light. Where is God? God is living and active in our world, in our nation, in our neighbourhood, in our family, in our home, in our life. Where is God? God is in the sickness. God is in the sadness. God is in the struggles. God is in the exhaustion. God is in the anxiety. God is in the peril. God is in the people. Where is God? God is here with us now. It says so in the Christmas story. And Jesus is for life. Messy life. Not just for Christmas. Stay safe. Stay inside if you can. Stay close to God. For he is close to you. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among you. God bless.